Chloe, the story I'm about to tell you is a record of how a tale whispered like a ghost story on a Korean university campus for over a decade was revealed to be a horrifying true event. It is the process of tracing the final moments of a man who vanished without a face, without a name. The story begins with an urban legend that started at a university over 10 years ago. A rumor that a human body had been found in a sewer manhole on campus late at night. For years, students dismissed it as just another creepy ghost story. But in August of 2006, the legend was exposed as a horrifying reality by workers who opened a manhole for sewer maintenance. Deep inside, they found a large bag containing a human corpse. The body they found was in a gruesome state. The face was wrapped in multiple layers of plastic bags and duct tape, and the entire body was stuffed into a bag made for an electric heating mat. Decomposition was so severe that identification was impossible. The only clue was that he was a man in his mid-40s, estimated from a dental examination. Police investigated, but could find no leads, and so the man was temporarily interred, recorded only as an unnamed body. Another decade passed. Thanks to advancements in scientific technology, it became possible to extract DNA from the man's remains. A cold case squad retrieved the sleeping man's body for reanalysis and finally found a single ray of hope for identifying him. With the help of the nation's top forensic facial reconstruction specialists, they succeeded in recreating his face from before his death. The man from the manhole, who had crossed a decade of time to reach us, his restored face was that of an ordinary middle-aged man you might see anywhere around us. Police launched a massive reinvestigation, releasing the reconstructed face to the public. And with his face as a clue, the scattered pieces of the case began to come together. The manhole where the body was found was of a heavy, special type that an ordinary person cannot easily open. This suggested the perpetrator was someone familiar with handling manholes, perhaps a construction worker who had worked at the university in the past, or someone related. Furthermore, the meticulous way the body was wrapped hinted at a high possibility that the victim knew his killer. A fracture on his neck, likely from an emotional attack, suggested that their relationship may have been very close. The items used in the crime, like the plastic bags and the heating mat bag, pointed to the crime scene being an everyday living space, a home. Experts theorized a worst-case scenario, that the killer could have been a family member or a cohabitant who lived with the victim. It was a horrifying speculation that he may have been murdered by the person he trusted most, then thrown into a deep manhole by a killer determined to erase every trace of his existence. But the most crucial clue that could prove all these theories was still missing. A family member or an acquaintance to call his name. Only by identifying him could they begin to trace the truth of why he had to die and who threw him into that cold manhole. Chloe, This man who has finally revealed his face to us after crossing a decade of time. What did his final moments look like? Where are the family members who must be desperately searching for him? And will we, in the end, be able to find a true name for this nameless man and uncover the truth of that day?